take them down, and Regala's forces become no different from our own.
Yes, Chaplain.
Watch each other's backs. Dismissed. Our soldiers are ready. They will defend the Kulrut from below. But from above...
Not bad. Where did you get it?
One of our squads ripped it off a fallen machine. The honor is yours. Regala may have her tricks, but you will show her our teeth.
Dana! The Kulrut is upon us! Our struggle demands new blood! New leaders! Release the quarry! Challengers, approach! All who take down a machine shall be named Marshal. Remember the 10. Strike from the air as they did, and seize your glory.
I am surprised you're even still awake, dude. Isn't it like 6 in the morning or something? And hello. Five? Okay. I thought it was later.
Hold them back! Defend the Kulrut!
Looks the same as the last mission I saw you play. Defending a castle. Oh, yeah, that was like one of the last missions of Horizon Zero Dawn. Was defending Meridian. This is like middle of the game. This is still relatively early, depending on who you ask. What cannon? What are you talking about? Oh. I don't know how to use this one. Oh, it's the same thing. I thought this was a different machine gun. Was that it? Oh, there's one little guy left. There's just a little scrounger, this poor guy. I assume that's not it.
That can't be all of them.
Yep.
There.
Oh no. That sounds big.
that?
Is that a fucking rock breaker?
I don't know.
Please don't be.
Hold the defenses! Go!
Why would you throw that down? Aloy! If it's not a rock breaker, then that's cool. It's something big and scary. But it's probably a rock breaker, because this game hates me. That's pretty fucking cool. Well, I think they strapped like bombs to the big machine, so it just blew up. Oh, fuck.
Get to the weapon! If I can draw that thing close, open fire! Hey!
Just chuck the rock at it.
Right over here, you big worm! Stay down, Regala.
Hi, David.
Hopefully we can also fire a few shots from that ballista.
Okay, I don't actually know anything about this machine. Weak versus fire. Okay, that's good to know.
I'm in position! Let's bring this thing down! Daddy!
Oh my fucking god. Okay.
Here goes nothing!
Yeah, we actually won like 3 or 4. Oh god, that hurts a lot.
That hits its mark! Gotta reload! Lining up the shot!
Alright, alright. Is that like 3rd health?
Here goes
Oh my god, I
nothing!
fucking stunned it. How the fuck did I stun it? I'm so confused. What is happening? Why was it? That was really weird. The heavy attack wasn't doing anything. just got bonked on the head.
Finally.
Alright.
I hate those things. Regala went after Hikaru and Kotallo. I gotta get to them.
Ooh, it made a nice path for me. Oh, are there people here? I didn't realize they made it this far in. Might as well help out a little bit. Alright, this feels like a boss fight or something. Crossing into this. That was pretty fucking badass, Aloy.
This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have! And all who stand with Hikaru will be run red.
At attention. You fought well. Proved yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal. Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go. I failed. I should have finished Regala. But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you then. But I believe in you now. So leave me. And get to your task.
What will you do?
Tend to the wounds. What you need is there. Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the 10.
Below. What was this place? There. That console.
Is this literally it? The last one I had to like really go through a whole like cauldron basically. Alright, is there anything down here for me? Not really. I thought there'd be, like, more. But no, he's just sitting right here. Alright, let's see if he does anything.
Come on, Aether. Time to go home. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Aether subordinate function to original code.
Got it.
Wow.
Gotta get this back to Gaia.
Easy. I assume... Where'd the ladder go? How do I get out?
The visions in the grove have changed. The words of the Ten are now clear to us. Here, this must be the vision that Chief Icaro saw here. All of the visions are Aloy,
Ooh.
here. Let's talk.
That looks familiar.
The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared. Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Icaro.
More testimony of the old ones.
They must not have heard about June or January 6th.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat. Join me. Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
Aloy, please don't do it. Okay. Can I get your spear? It's just
Reporting
stuck there.
for duty, Commander. I'm coming with you.
But Icaro needs you.
Because of you, he has new marshals. And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission.
Okay.
Whatever is left of my life.
I like this guy. It's Charles from Red Dead 2. Or Sekiro
I
from
choose.
Sekiro.
How can I say no to that? Zoe, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
Will do, Aloy.
Go to the mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours? Should be interesting.
Alright. I need to get Aether back to Gaia. Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms, too. Might be worth checking out.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation deep within the rainforest.
later.
Said duty.
Or abroad, JTF-10 protected assets critical to the insurrection. Deep in the jungle, concealed by mud and darkness, they laid their traps for their enemies.
What is unknown over here? There's also a bunch of new side quests. Remember how I said story time?
Regalla will fall.
The final battle with Regalla is nigh.
Observe the grid of JTF-10 in the mountainous regions of the hot zone. Trained to outlast, conditioned for any climate. JTF-10 were elite defenders in even the most remote mountain landscapes. Discover how JTF-10 claimed home field advantage in the desert. JTF-10 seized key assets all across the desert. Where others feared the Mojave's raging.
These challengers would put on a show.
Aloy. A word, if you will?
Out in the field or relaxing at base?
Be guided by the 10.
Acted as one. Led by
Blood of the 10, Aloy. Regalla denied. The truth of the visions revealed. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all your deeds.
We'll just have to remember them then.
Well, thanks to you, the Chief still lives. And hope remains. But that's not why I wanted to speak with you. I need a favor. A personal one.
I haven't done enough.
Cavo. He was not counted among the dead.
Oh, I heard about this
one. He must still be with Regalla's remaining forces.
He was taken prisoner.
No. He joined them willingly. Like many young soldiers who
I think I heard about this one.
With distinguished deeds. I must search for him. Convince him to come home. Chief Hekarro cannot spare any soldiers for this task, so my blade is alone in this. Unless you'd be willing to join me. I know it is much to ask after all you've done for us. But Cavo is the last of my blood.
Yeah, will he actually be
joined
accepted
Regalla's
back?
Rebellion of his own accord. Will Hekarro let him back into the tribe?
The chief knows the value of mercy, and the toll of unending. The rest of the tribe, they won't quickly, even with my.
But you have to try.
Okay.
I'll help you find your grandson.
I like Hekarro.
Where do we start?
I mean, originally these guys are painted as just like extremely violent raiders, essentially.
His squad never returned.
These guys are cool.
The scouts also spotted one of our own being held captive there.
So we'll start at the outpost. If we free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where Cavo's squad went.
Shall we head out?
I'll meet you
I have some other
there.
things to take care of.
I'll wait for you on the hill. We'll make our way to the... Until then.
I have many other side quests to pick up. Actually, is it just one? It's just one.
Everything that's happened, I feel like I need to do more. For the clan, the tribe.
We should ask her. Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Dekka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hekarro won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on
Yeah, I've heard it all
But the
before.
task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open,
Ooh.
I would be honored to invite
Is
you
this
to
a new
compete.
side
A
activity?
wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award
Ooh.
you prizes for victory. Not
Yes,
just
it
from
is.
the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best.
I already
gear.
have a lot of
To
medals.
fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a roller back, along with some bristleback tusks.
I
Both
probably
kinds of machines have been
already
spotted
have
near a
all
campfire
those.
to the southeast. When you're done, bring the parts to me at the maw of the arena, on the northeast side of the grove.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding
Dog
the
tag?
tags of the
Because I already
soldiers
have
they
those
kill.
as well.
You might find such tags at any
Yup.
enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me.
So she gives me
I'll make
stuff
sure
for
they return
arena
to the
fights,
soldier squad
hunting
missing
grounds,
weapons.
and dog
Having
tags, which I already have
confirmation sometimes soothes their
hunting
grief.
medals and dog
And
tags.
there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
I don't have anything to pay you with here. Bring them to me at the maw of the arena when you can.
Thank you, champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
Alright. Rollerback. Oh, I don't have rollerback. Do I not have rollerback? I've only fought one rollerback, so that kind of makes sense. And that was a fucking fight. Oh my gosh. Oh no, that's Aether, okay. I was like, why is it so far? Alright, rollerback. Oy. Oy. I'll do this one because this one's pretty straightforward. This is just
Guess I
easy.
need to head
Get the
southeast to
part.
find that rollerback. I already have enough bristleback tusks on me.
Stop and dismount.
God, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I have it set to auto run for these, but it just makes it kind of awkward because you hop on and she just goes. I'm constantly like running into walls and stuff.
Rain. Not my first choice.
What was that? Oh. Alright, I think I'll get this rollerback thing, and then I'll meet Dekka on the way back. I'm not looking forward to fighting this rollerback. I fought one in a cauldron, I believe, and it was rough.
Rollerback. Just like Kala said. Gonna have to take it down.
I don't wanna, though. Is it just two? It's just the burrower and... Oh no, there's a... Spike Snout? Do I have... Locked. And Chi. I assume I don't have rollerback, right? Partially unlocked, so no, I can't yet. You I have unlocked. So I might be able to override you. Just to give me some kind of help. There's another burrower. Okay. So I need to get to you.
Machine's weak to fire.
Alright, now go fuck him up. Fuck him up. Go fuck him up. I don't understand overriding. I've never seen machines fight each other. They just do this shit. Go fight someone. And like the override is already about to run out. Last game it didn't start until they got into combat, but this one it starts right away. Alright, well he's gonna spot us, but maybe he only aggroes when I get into combat. There he goes. Are you weak to plasma? 'Cause that'd be sick. You are. Ooh. That worked really well. You're dead. Oh, there we go. And the spikes now. Feel bad about that one. I like how the other burrower was just completely unaware of what was happening. Dude, plasma, that's a really cool addition. I like how that mechanic works.
There. I should get back to Kala. Hand over the parts.
Essentially, if you build up enough plasma, and then you start to damage them, that damage results in an explosion, and the amount of damage you do decides how damaging the explosion is. It's really cool. So essentially you want to build up the plasma until you get the full plasma, then you just beat them up, and then you just wait for the explosion. It's really cool. Though some machines aren't really affected by plasma, which makes sense. Each machine is different. Has their own weaknesses, strengths, resistances. Whoops. Oh, right. You are, like, right here. Yeah, that's you up top, I assume. Alright, I'll do this while I'm here. There's only 2 side quests. It's not too bad.
Aloy, the outpost is just over there. Are you ready?
Didn't I do this
Actually,
outpost?
I've already cleared that outpost, but I didn't see any prisoner.
I already cut out part of this mission.
Perhaps she was moved somewhere else before you got there. This prisoner Nakala.
I like that they were prepared for that, at least.
The only lead I have.
Well, maybe I can pick up her trail. Let's go take a look.
Alright, let me mark this. Now I have 14 skill points to spend. I always find it like I'm always forgetting to spend skill points. Like I had 35 built up.
Let's look around.
There. That's the post.
I remember I was able to scan this and I didn't know why.
But maybe the rebels moved her. I can look for tracks. There. Tracks leading away from the post.
Where did they
There's
go?
rope. Just enough to bind someone. Blood. From the rebels or Nakala?
How am I doing? Actually, might as well fully restock while I'm here. God damn it, I just tried to slide like in Fortnite.
Dead end.
No. I think there's something under that wood.
A hatch.
Take my hand, Nikala. Steady now.
Where am I? Chaplain? Is that you? And with an Outlander. Whoa. How'd you end up down there? Rebels had me strung up. They thought I'd give up intel about lowland squad movements by letting me bake in the sun. Managed to slip my bonds and make a run for it. They made me pay for that. Last thing I remember was a crack on the head and the taste of dirt. How'd you end up here?
We're looking for Cavo. His squad was last spotted leaving this outpost.
Yeah, he was here. It was his squad that attacked us on the road. My comrades got away, but I was taken. Cavo tied me to the post himself. If you're looking for him, Chaplain, I'm afraid you'll only find a dead end. His loyalties are clear. Do you know where his squad went? I overheard them mention Fall's Edge.
Then we'll pick the search up from there. I'll go ahead and meet you at Fall's Edge, southwest of here.
Dekka, if Cavo attacked her squad?
No! He's not lost to us yet. We have to find him and turn him from
If
this
this is
path.
another thing where this
Okay.
doesn't work out in the end. I did a side quest earlier where I spent
What about
like 30 minutes
wound
trying
needs
to
to be
rescue a
looked at.
guy who was like
Little scar.
pretty
I just need
injured,
to rest
and I
up
ended up
before
rescuing
reporting
him.
to
I got him out of where he was. I brought him to people.
telling you,
He
Bloodhound.
died anyway.
Chaplain might not want to hear it, but her grandson is a traitor.
If this happens,
guess we'll
where
see
he's a
what
traitor and he like kills her or something, kills his grandma, oof. I mean, that'd be a good one. That'd actually be pretty interesting. Story-wise, that'd be pretty cool. Fall's Edge. Yeah, okay, I'm not doing that one yet. I was about to say, that's like 1,300 meters away. I'm not doing that. I'm not in that region, so you can go there by yourself. Bye, Grandma. Alright, where's the closest bonfire? I thought there was one here. Guess not. Alright, actually, I'm gonna be right back. I really have to use the bathroom.
Sundown. Stars will be out soon.
All right. Should this take me through any uncharted territory? No, okay. And I'll just fast travel once I get to a campfire. If I haven't been there, if I haven't passed through the area, then I usually try to ride through it just to unlock the map. Yeah, there's like crackling every time I use that mount. the whistle. Which is like, I don't know if it's my headphones. I don't think it is, because it's also through the TV speakers, and I use different headphones. So it's just like, I think it's just peaking or something. Doing in the stream, okay. I don't know why, but one time it just ended the stream. Quick saving, I mean. Uh-oh. That was weird. There was no, like, loading symbol. Got a little worried.
Stay focused on your target.
The final battle against Regala. And giant lips, spears, and metal and meridian.
Oh, do you have, like... dyers here or something? Cause I wanna, or face paint. That's what I want to change. I want to change the face paint. I have no clue. I assume that's a collectible thing. And I don't know what's under here. That's potions. And then you might just be stash? No, you're too far away to be stash. No, it is stash, okay. Huh, alright, so no dyer here. You do have new stuff. Any weapons? Pyre Hunter. I'm good.
I will take your shards.
Sure, whatever you say.
Did you find the parts we need for the ballista? Aloy, need to turn in some tags or trade some medals? Maybe you won some from hunting grounds. But if you want to turn in the parts, we need to open the arena. We'll have to talk to Kala.
Alright, trading some
I found
tags.
Some of the tags you mentioned before.
I can't imagine there's too many tags, because outposts seem kind of rare. Actually, they might be in camps too.
Put together, my friend. Oh, and I have this for you. I hope it helps.
Alright, trading medals. I have 84 hunting medals. No, I have 225? Holy fuck. Okay, that's arena medals. Gotcha. Arena medals are only 3 legendary items, so they must be tough. Relentless Boltcaster. I can't believe I have 225. Alright, I need to do math. So this will tell me how many hunting grounds there are. Math is definitely my strong suit. I'm pretty close. There's a total of 300. I'm at 225, so that's like... that might be one more hunting ground, which would be awesome because I do not like them. They make me angry. Yeah, I've done 3 hunting grounds. So yeah, there's one more hunting ground. Awesome. Holy shit, that's really great. It's probably going to be really annoying. Alright, bye.
Well,
safe travel.
Now, what did you give me for the tags? Alright, just a bunch of random crap. Fair enough.
I've got the parts you need.
I want to try out the arena, see how difficult it is.
We'll get it fixed up right away, and then the arena will be ready. You're welcome to fight anytime.
How does it work?
Simply speak to me, and I'll arrange it.
And any medals you can exchange with, not just from the arena. After upgrading your gear,
I'm here to help train our...
Good thing for you. I'll take my leave then, or if you have soldiers.
Well then, if you'd like to fight in the arena.
Alright, let's see this.
Give it a shot.
Good. We'll
If it's not like a
welcome back.
timed challenge or anything, then fine. If it's just kill, perfect. Ooh, fuck. There is a time. 2 Claw Striders, 2 or 3 Scrappers. Maybe I won't do this now. I don't want to end the night angry.
The arena's always open.
False courage won't win today.
Yeah, I'll hold off on that. I don't want to be angry. Anything that's timed is just an immediate fuse. Alright, and is that it? Yes, that is it. In that case, I think I'm gonna go back to here, the base. I don't have any... Fuck. Alright, campfire.
Final battle with Regala is nigh. Regala's on the march. The fate of the tribe will soon be.
Alright, I think I'm gonna turn in Aether and then call it. Like I said, short stream. Will is adding me in Discord. Let me see. Alright. Just had to respond to that. Alright, I'm curious to see how turning in Aether works. If I get anything, if anything happens, all that. I'll also have some drones to turn in.
Like this? Oh,
Erend!
You're not waving a hammer around, Erend.
I forgot Erend
Try
was
a
here.
gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back.
I don't remember Erend getting
Trace
here,
the line.
honestly.
To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy
This is
found up
actually,
north.
I really like this. Seeing other people with a focus, learning how to use it.
They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy! Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Varl said you might need some help after all. Doing, complicated things.
We still have much training to do, of course.
I really like
One
this.
does not become
The whole
hunter
thing with
overnight.
Aloy was that she was
seed grows at a pace of its
shunned
own.
from her
Doesn't
tribe.
mean it won't bloom. You should
And like
know
she
your
grew
Tanakh
up
friend arrived.
essentially alone. Like she had Ross,
I
but
heard
she was
your warriors
basically
drink
by
people's
herself. But now she's like making friends and then working together with people, and these are all people from separate clans. It's Ostrom, Karja, and Utaru, and now a Tanakh is coming in. It's really cool.
Looks like you've got things under control.
It's like everyone, actually. She's Nora, so it's like all the clans.
We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay. Oh, and I delivered your message to Talana. She headed for that Oseram camp you two were looking for.
Oh,
to the
Talana,
southwest.
right. We had that whole thing.
Apparently it tastes worse the longer it takes to be delivered. Or something like that.
Maybe you can find the recipe?
I think it was just flat bread with cheese and some sauce.
I like it already.
Dude, this is so cool. They have like personalities and stuff.
Hey,
Hey,
a nice place.
well, it's not like I built it or anything.
Right. Well, I can see why you had your doubts about bringing us along. It is a lot to take in. But, don't worry. That's nothing I can't handle.
Right. I was hoping you could help me with something. It's about the Tenakth rebels, and it also has to do with the Oseram.
Really? That doesn't sound good. Let me know what I can do to help.
Oh my gosh.
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I still
Yeah,
try to
it's kind of a
wrap my head
bummer.
around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but yeah.
Companions is something else?
So, you've met our new Tenakth friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah.
For real, every clan we've heard about has been like, yo, these guys suck, and then you meet them, and it's like, oh, they're not bad.
So, Talana came by the base?
I'm more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both. I discovered an Oseram militant group. They call themselves the Sons of Prometheus. It looks like they're the ones overriding machines for the Tenakth rebels.
I thought that was something only you could do.
They're familiar with ancient tech, and they're as anti-Carja as it gets.
So, last year we stopped Durval and his cronies from blowing up Meridian in retribution for the Red Raids. And now you're telling me we have another group of Oseram trying to wipe out the Carja with an army of machines and bloodthirsty Tenakth?
Pretty much.
Oh, well, that's just great!
Is there any way you can help me find out who they are? Anything to track them down and stop them.
Yeah, I can send out some messages from Chainscrape. Get in touch with my contacts in the claim, see what I can find out.
I'd appreciate that. Oh, and I'll let you know if I find out anything more about the Sons of Prometheus.
Same here.
Did you know there used to be a rainforest so big the old ones called it the lungs of the planet?
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. They burned it to the ground at some point.
Oof.
But
Oof.
we helped bring part of it back in Sobek's
Oh, it looks
time.
like a lot of the rooms are unlocked now.
Good to hear. I wonder if it grew back after Zero Dawn. Wherever it is.
I'd like to think so.
Wow, this place is starting to come alive.
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from your focus into that archive room. With the focuses you gave us, we'll be able to access it at our own pace. You know, learn and train. And if you need us, we'll be there to fight at your side.
Got it. Thanks, Varl. I'm guessing you've spoken with Kotallo?
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
It's kind of one of the big themes of this
Talana didn't stay for
series.
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready.
I'll say the facial animations and just body animations in general are significantly better, but they do this thing where they always stare off to the side, like they're never looking at the person they're talking
How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Erend
to.
definitely
Still
curses the
significantly better.
most, but I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
How's, training with Zoe?
You know we really are training. Mostly.
They fucking.
Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory. And All Mother Mountain.
Dude, that's a lot.
My ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were...
This is really cool seeing, like...
The world must have seemed so beautiful.
It's basically like Aloy
They weren't much more than kids.
revealing herself as kind of like a superhero in a way. Like now everyone's getting in on it.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to
Like she
Sirius.
wasn't purposefully keeping all this a secret or anything, but it kind of felt like everything was a secret, and now she's revealing everything, which is cool.
But still, a tribe settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
Almost,
Stop you
though.
from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
Let's hope that's enough.
Alright,
Think you can hold
let's
the
talk
fort while I'm
to
gone?
Zoe
If Aaron stops listening to the same
and
music
Kotallo
over
if he's
and
here.
over again, maybe. We'll be fine.
Then I want to check out the rooms, the new stuff. 'Cause there's like that console over there, and I don't know what that is. And Zoe. Is Kotallo even here, or did he just peace out? I assume he's just by himself somewhere.
One of Studius Fortis's many scrolls. He's
Oh, that
abandoning
dude's
him to
dead.
Arlight. Still,
Are we
deserve
decorating?
to be run down by Regalla's riders. This must be from the Cool Route. Between the Rockbreaker and the Slitherfang, Regalla really wrecked the arena. And I have a feeling she won't stop trying until Hikaru's dead.
Dude, fucking decorating the place.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
Alright, people who said this was like the jump from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2, I still think it's a little bit exaggerated because that jump was seriously batshit. It's still a significant jump. Like, there is so much that's just
like you met my friend
improved or added or changed that does make it feel like
Huntress.
a next-gen version of Horizon.
Red Raids. But Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me.
I can't think of any other game that has had as massive of a jump as Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2. Like, I guess technically, like, Fallout 2 to Fallout 3, but that's just because it was a changed game entirely.
You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course.
I want to see more of that,
Any
like,
friend of
relationship.
Varl's is a friend of mine.
Zoe and
A
Erend.
very loud friend.
'Cause they're, like, very opposite.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy.
She said data, as if she
It's
didn't
been
know she
working
was
so
using
far.
it correctly, which makes sense.
That's good to hear.
That's cool. It's a nice little detail.
I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control.
Because it's not really a
of the
word
lands
she's used before.
terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Oh my god. That's a lot. Okay, we've already done that.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I believe I've met them already. I've been meaning to ask. You didn't seem to be on...
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then. As waves of refugees swarmed, the chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered,
Is that it? Oh,
Couldn't have been
casualties.
easy. Seeing your people suffer while...
I come from a small village near... My grandmother used to say there was no seed that... I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice when the Red Raids began, but the injured kept pouring into Plainsong. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding part. I rushed there with the healers to help the smell of burning flesh haunts me.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as to demand that we take a stand. I was denied.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen. We knew we couldn't take on but we also knew the lay of the land. We ambushed, sabotaged their supply lines.
Sounds like you were a force.
Enough that the Tanakh, when the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us. We chased the enemy all the way.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tanakhs defeated.
Tanakh marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night. Then attacked from the. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force. What happened next was, when all the dust and blood settled, our enemies defeated. I went back to. It didn't feel like I.
Is that when you?
I thought soothing the suffering. Then you came along. I could either sing at people's grave.
I'm glad you chose. Right, I should probably go.
I shall return to our training then.
Alright. What is this chest?
We've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Is this just gonna, like, refill? That'd be interesting. Alright, so there's this.
Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Cool.
That is focused things trying to kill me?
You did almost drown it in beer.
Not on purpose.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see.
Oh, there he is.
Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
Okay, so there's 2 more cauldrons then. Right, it's not bad.
Aloy.
It's good to see you.
Hi, Charles.
I'm
Or
guessing
Sekiro.
you've got a lot of questions.
Or Katalo.
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. You said the
I'm gonna
Bulwark
rush
was
through
your
this
home a long time
because
ago.
I want to like see the new stuff
part
like
of the Sky Club?
in the base, and then I just want to go to bed because it is 1 in the
Are you
morning.
gonna tell me?
Fine, as you wish. As I grew older, I came to be known as an Tekote took a special interest. I fought by his side against and led my squad on a dangerous It was I who opened the east side. Allow it.
That must have gotten you some.
Indeed.
Then why'd you leave? Why did you leave the Sky Club?
I was sent to the Kul. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I was too blind to fear of a rising young warrior chap. I returned a hero from the battle that never occurred to him that I had.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he said...
Tekote knew that I'd be forced to forsake the clan. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command. After our victory at Barren Light, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like mine. Even though he knew perfectly well, I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile. Guised. So I became a marshal.
I'm sorry you had...
I am not. Though it...
When we were at the Bulwark, the wings of the Ten, what does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings.
Planes.
And for us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena. Many times I imagined it, the feeling of freedom.
What did Chief Hikaru say?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove. There was little more.
Well...
Nice. I like
he went to be
Hikaru.
his best marshal.
I'm glad that they aren't actually like all bloodthirsty maniacs. I mean, Regala's people are, but, you know, it is what it is.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the Focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you This Hephaestus. It will be able to make...
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm looking forward to the rest of this game, dude. Oh my god. The story legitimately has me hooked.
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. Vulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
You've had some time with the... Any thoughts?
Actually, I want to hear this one.
I admit, I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
I should go.
He does not care about Eren.
Feel free to check in on Hikaru
or
and
Varl.
your people. Door's always open here.
I will. May the Ten walk with you.
Alright, and then Fabricator. So this is how we override machines. It's no longer like once you get them, you get them. It's like you gotta actually make them. Like you unlock the ability to, but then you gotta actually craft it into your spear, I guess. Alright, Plowhorn. Ravager. Skydrifter, I'm surprised I already have that one. Do I really not have? I guess I haven't killed too many snap moths, but... Bellowbacks I've killed a few. Let me check my stash. What do I need? Sack webbing, hammer, tail, sack webbing. Okay. Do I have a stash here? I have to, right? That'd be insane if I didn't.
Door's
Still locked.
Maybe Gaia will be able to get it open later.
This is my room, I guess. Huh. I guess I don't. Alright, that's fine.
This is the rite of passage that Vishav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home.
Oof. Oof. Still highlight. Is that new?
Regala's attack at the embassy. The marshals ambushed and surrounded, killed one by one. Reminds me of the massacre at the Proving.
Yeah.
Plans.
I remember that clearly.
Lives wasted. And for what? Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
Aww.
That was thoughtful of them.
Aloy doesn't know how to react. She's socially awkward.
My old spear. Rust helped me make it. And I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. When Varl found me after the Hades Proving Lab, I thought I saw Rost. I don't think he'd understand any of this.
It would have been cool to see, like, Rost with the focus and all that stuff. Because he was, like, so vehemently against the focus, and he did not like it.
Wish he was here.
He just did not like Aloy using it. So it would have been cool to see him wrapped up in this.
I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. Elizabeth put all of her faith in Gaia. And Gaia put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all, recover the sub-functions, defeat Far Zenith, heal the world.
Where do you even go from here? If Aloy is successful in getting Gaia together and all that, where do you even go? And like defeating Far Zenith? How do you have like a third game? Like I guess you really can't. That's where I need to go.
She can also crank out a whole army if she wants to get your sorry behind when she's fixed.
Well, I guess I just better stay on her good side then.
That was their room. Alright, I think I've seen everything new. Actually, no, I haven't been in here yet.
Looks like Erend and Katalo moved their stuff in.
There's stuff on the other side of this wall. But I can't get there yet.
Door won't open. Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet.
Alright, let's finish this up. Oh, I also got some drones to hand in.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
Drone's reconnected now.
Okay, we got a couple. These are cool. So, going around the map, you'll see drones and you collect them. When you collect them, you can bring them here, where you do this. Basically, like they're scanning the region just to see how shit's going. You get to see a live view.
Excellent choice.
It's pretty cool. Alright, first one. Ether. Sky weather person. AI.
So,
hey, yeah, that's a trophy.
What did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed
Aletheia? Isn't that the one that makes the people?
Background static.
That's
Once
where,
I noticed
yeah.
this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency
Probably a
only the
trap.
two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection. Or at
If it
least
is Aletheia,
the appearance of
that's
desire
fucking
to
crazy,
do
because
so.
Aletheia is the one that
I am
makes
also uncertain
humans,
why
essentially.
Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Now, Apollo,
Okay, so
that'd be insane,
Either
but
Aletheia is in trouble and sent the
I'm pretty
message
sure that's
hoping
all
you were out
gone.
there. Or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Eleuthia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
Makes sense.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right.
Oh my god, the story, dude. It keeps getting me hooked.
You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Area 51.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases.
I wonder if Area 51's in this game, because this is like Nevada, California area.
Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at
I mean, they brought up Las Vegas.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
If any of these people die,
It could be a trap.
I'm gonna riot.
But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case
I understand why she wants to work alone, just because she's been not relying on people for basically her entire life. But come on, Aloy. Get it together. Oh, 12,000. Was that a level up? No, it wasn't a level up. Cradle of Echoes. Cradle, I mean, Eleuthia.
Aloy.
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Erend to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
Yes. Anything else? Pretty sure we already... I thought we did.
What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life.
So these are the ones that we can get.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Aether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
Okay, I'll keep my guard up.
And Aether...
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Aether at work?
Yes.
I haven't even seen the
Thanks to Aether's
superstorms.
capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
That'll be a relief for the Tenakth. One of their villages is still recovering after a mudslide caused the whole place to flood.
Oh yeah, we did see that.
Continue to stabilize
But we
the
haven't actually seen like any
as long
severe
as I can.
thunderstorms or anything like that. Alright, Poseidon... Aether's still a thing.
Why did Aether take up residence in an ancient
I keep
war
saying
zone?
Aether. Aether.
As with the other subordinate functions, Aether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. One in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Aether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there.
Alright, missing subordinate functions.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating
that one I think is fully gone.
Archives of human knowledge and cultural
because of Ted Faro.
Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Faro, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathological.
Okay, I think I've already heard
All
this.
3 of the missing were. Do you still need them?
If attainable, restoring their perhaps.
You don't need them. That's true. That was new. The bit she said there. Eleuthia sent out an SOS, so it's possible that the others can as well. Though we don't need them.
What do we know about it?
She said she'll be at like 46% capacity, which will be enough to defeat Hephaestus and get him on our side.
Once it is restored to me, I may be able to improve conditions in the regional watershed. But I must warn you, like the others, Poseidon is lost and frightened. It may have taken measures to protect itself.
I'll be careful.
Alright, back. Our progress. Companions.
How's Kotallo
How
doing?
long we have? The answer is 4 months. So once we get Aether, Poseidon, and Demeter, it should expand it slightly.
To assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
But what we really need is
Really?
Hephaestus.
I'm sure he will be. How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
Yeah.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
Kind of figured.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus after an initial incident.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well,
How
good
did-
thing we have a lot of extras, I guess.
How did Alo even find all these extras? I guess just scavenging in ruins and stuff, but she has like a lot of them. She's handing them out like candy.
Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia. So, Project Zero Dawn. The greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives to aid in my emotional development.
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Hi, David. Why are you still up? I wasn't planning on going for this long, but there's a lot of like dialogue and stuff that I'm listening to.
So this
Don't worry, I'm ending in like 5-10 minutes.
It was meant to oversee the terraforming
This is the last person I'm talking to, and then I'm wrapping up.
Yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database,
Fair enough. Me too. I'm saving the world. Hello.
here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From here, the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time.
This might actually be the latest I've streamed in a while.
More of this room's functionality, should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
I know Will streams this late sometimes, but that's because he's in Mountain, so it's usually only like 11 for him.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
Honestly, I thought finding the Gaia reboot would be like the end game stuff. I didn't think we'd just find her, and then it'd be like, all right, now you need to fully find everyone. All right, good night, David.
So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory.
You sleep well as well.
One not related to Zero Dawn. Cyan. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world, an effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an
Kinda interesting that they brought up Cyan. Honestly, it didn't even cross my mind, but I guess for the people who were like, hey, what about this one?
Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it.
Covered all their bases here.
Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about. The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s.
Uh-oh.
Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts.
Oh no.
An increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things
Came
got
pretty
better
close to
eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures return to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley. Until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them.
Oh my god, that's it. I'm free!
I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe travels.
Is there a way to save in here? Do I have to go back out to the campfire? I figured like her bed would be a place to save or something.
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main.
God damn it.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
This place? Oh, that's still
Door
locked.
open. Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives.
Oh, it's fucking Strike.
The entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh, that's too bad.
I still gotta do that. I think there's a trophy for... Ooh. Oh, is this all the hidden stuff? Can I finally access a lot of these?
Another room. What for?
Oh, wait, can I? Yes. I always forget that I can do that.
Oh, I'm back in the sleeping quarters.
Huh. It's a random secret room. Where's Erend? Where the fuck did Erend go? Oh, he's right over there. Alright, I need to find either my room or a campfire. I'm kind of surprised there's no way... Unless I just haven't noticed it. Is there no way to save or rest or anything in here? It's kind of weird. It's not even letting me go this way.
Erend and Varl are waiting for me at the west exit.
Alright, they're forcing me. I gotta go. I gotta do this.
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown.
Curious how they'll do this. If we're just gonna, like, teleport there or something. If we're actually gonna travel there together. Oh, fuck. I might have just started another fucking section. Please.
Distress call. Had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Please let there be a campfire at the top. Though I do want to keep playing. I'm really interested in what this distress call was. What the fuck is it? What the fuck is it? What shoots like that? Oh.
Vermin.
What is that?
That's Far Zenith. That is...
What the hell?
What the fuck? Did she actually just get stabbed? It looked like there was blood.
Well, that takes the keg.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was obviously penetrable because they can't really have an impenetrable villain. That would be kind of shitty in a video game.
Burrow,
I'm surprised it was just a spear.
On it.
Or I wonder if it was the
We'll check out
shock.
the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
Stalker
This is a find.
dart gun. Hey, trophy. Picked up 5 heavy weapons. Oh, god damn it. I was like, oh, there's a campfire. Actually, will it let me go down? It won't. I'm fucking trapped. I just want to go to bed. Alright, anything worthwhile? There's that. I don't think I can pick that up. Alright, there's something over there.
Snow's melting on my clothes. Great.
Alright, I assume that's Varl over there. Yeah. Some more supply crates. SOS coordinates. Okay. Fuck. I don't want to, like... I know the game is probably saved already. Like, it probably has an autosave. Is this guy alive? Corpse. I don't know why that guy's highlighted in purple. It's usually saved for, like, you know, living people. So, one of the Far Zenith members just died?
Whatever the rebels did.
It looked like it was just shock damage.
Why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will.
What? Hello, Verbena?
Gone now.
What do you have for me?
Yeah.
Well,
I
go
checked
do your
everywhere,
thing.
still no sign of
I'll
the
wait
asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
This is... I think they called it a scepter. Spectre, that's what it was. It's close.
The Spectre had instructions to assist
Same letters,
recovery of the asset.
different order.
I wonder what this asset is.
Why are you glowing now? Oh, okay. Now these are important. Getting ahead of myself.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area?
Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna scan the clues. And then before I go into
Send this to my stash.
that ruin, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get ready for bed. And then I'll probably play through the next section.
One of the sons of Prometheus. It looks like his focus was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Yeah, this just looks like an electric ballista.
Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
Just push it into the snow. It's fucking...
Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
Holy shit, the haptic feedback. I was standing on that, and I was getting like a very, very, very light rumble. Alright, back to Erend.
Alright, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
You can see it too.
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal
It didn't
shield
seem
that
anything
makes them
like anything
invulnerable, but
special. It looked
somehow
like a
they can
shredder, just like an electric
The
shredder.
Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the Asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
If Eleuthia is here, that's crazy. Okay, before I talk to Varl, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get ready for bed and all that stuff. So I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. I'm gonna be swapping to no mic for now. I think actually for the rest of the stream. Just because my headphones hurt my head right now. I've just been wearing them too long. They're pressing on my glasses, which are pressing on my ears. So I'm just gonna take off my headphones. If I have anything to say, I'll use the PlayStation microphone, controller microphone. So it'll sound like shit, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so I'll talk to you once I finish this mission, I guess.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the Asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the Asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up. All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah.
Get this from my stash.
That sounds about right.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility.
What were they for?
Remember when I told you I was made, not born? This is how.
A machine that makes a person. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so. This place keeps on going. We better check in that room. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus, it's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure. I'll stash this away for later. A control console to access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
"236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve."
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's
still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl on the clone. Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. No ammo left. Not good. That thing's quick. There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Erend stays in cover.
just dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Erend. Erend, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I won't be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. Weapon. That could help. Shields down! It's on the move! Now's my chance! A heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. I wonder how much snow is gonna pile up.
Just for the record, it's not rumbling anymore because it's not hot. That's an insane amount of detail for the rumble.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay. I have to get the weapon fragment to Gaia first. And check on the clone.
Are you sure that's what the data says?
Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
There's two of you now! Well, at least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe. What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Aether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line. You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
I need to get going.
May the land blue...
Aloy.
There are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Erend brought in, she's related to you.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe. You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been, watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hekarro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman, going into Tenakth territory with that Carja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regalla's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Carja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
I need to go.
On your way, then.
I just realized we still don't have a Carja person in our group. We have 2 Noras, an Utaru, 10 Tenakth, completely blank on their name, and Oseram. Still no Carja.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you are...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why?
What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Bro, holy fuck. Okay, so they're thousands of years old. Also, this is like Ashley Burch talking to Ashley Burch, and it's impressive that she's actually like, even though it's still her voice, they're completely different characters, which is impressive.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable. What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need. Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met? I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony. You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened? All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. The Zeniths never told you any details. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius. Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me. Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA. I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access. You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Pharaoh purged it. The Zeniths have a copy. So it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge, just out of reach, must have been frustrating. Alright, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or... So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, See if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
The old ones created so many wonderful inventions to help others. To help the planet. Technology really can be an amazing thing.
Yeah, until it gets a mind of its own and decides to kill everyone.
You're just a ray of sunshine, aren't you?
Only for you.
Hey, you and Erend okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else. How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Erend. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Erend to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place. I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology. But not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all.
I honestly
got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate.
completely forgot about
Our
Silence.
original plan remains unchanged.
There's so much shit happening. Silence just sort of fell to the
My heuristic
wayside.
processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Sylens' weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get. Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
The missing
Artemis, Eluth, Culture, Apollo, and Dissemin. Unfortunately, all archived.
Pharaoh.
Understandable. He appears to...
All 3 of the missing function were. Do you still need...
Restoring, empowering my... Unfortunately, as we now... Attaining them in the short term is...
I guess our best shot at recovering them is... But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of...
Correct.
Holy shit, so... Honestly, I thought it was just going to be like, hey, get these 3 and you're good. But now there's the possibility of getting them all back, including Apollo. Holy fuck.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So you could build an army of machines. Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been, I could design, build, and command. Given the nature of the far Zenith threat, I must admit, however, no matter how aggressive...
That's good.
Indeed.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over, so they can build it how they want.
Further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground. So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. Do you know anything about them?
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those who worked on Zero Dawn. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive about their members. Only one, Oswald Dahlgard, was ever publicly known.
Right. He was the spokesperson back at their old launch facility.
What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the system's design through him, despite his failure.
So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shields.
I feel like some of these graphics aren't loading. Also, Aloy has like a square around her for lighting.
Been defeated by an offensive counterpart. While we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines, no shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising. I guess I should get going.
As you say. Be well, Aloy.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. That makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
Well, you're the one that helped me find it.
People make mistakes.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores, from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I'll let you know when I get close to the...
Good. If we can get their control...
catching snowflakes on my lashes.
I see you, champion. Sit, please. Heard the Lowlanders have been fighting rebels by the coast, west of the Grove. If you're still helping the chief handle those scabs, you might want to talk to Gregella at Tide's Reach.
If I make it out there, I'll see what I can do.
You shouldn't miss this. To trade.
Okay. This was a significantly longer stream than I had thought. I did not think I thought once I finished getting Ether back, that was going to be it, but then there was another, like, hour and a half or whatever. Said this was going to be a short one, and it was 2 hours longer than my earlier stream. I'm definitely calling it there, because it is almost 3 in the morning. Thank you for hanging out. I don't know if I'll be streaming again tomorrow, we'll see. But holy shit, dude, this story is insane. Like, earlier I thought it was like, holy shit, we're going to be getting all these subroutines back. That's pretty crazy. And then it keeps coming with the hits. It's insane. I'm very excited to see where it goes. But yeah, I'm calling it there. So thank you everyone for hanging out. Until next time, peace out.